Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here, welcome back to Inquisition. We're heading into the war room towards Wicked Eyes. I don't know if there's a lot of other activities to have our companions help out with, but we'll take a look. Find the source of the Darkspawn attacks is done. The Grey Warden scoured the area as requested. Unfortunately, this left them unprepared when mercenaries working for Marquee Buon attacked by surprise. It appears that Marquee Buon has been mining the area in violation of local treaties, which accidentally freed the Darkspawn from beneath the earth. Marquee Buon has fled into the Gemorden Peaks. The Grey Wardens have taken losses, but their morale remains high and their loyalty to the Inquisition undisputed. Uh-oh. Getting things moving. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Thibauts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favor. Okay. Now we can move on to forging a way forward, I suppose. The name of our enemy. Our agent, mage named Sidoni, returned from Minrathis successful in her task. She posed as a magister's assistant, bluffing her way into the Magisterium's library to ostensibly perform research, and managed to acquire not only the Liberalum, but also a number of other mystical tombs, all without leaving any evidence that traces back to the Inquisition. It may take some time for Dorian to go through the Liberalum, but he is optimistic something within will prove use. There's a wave blade. Okay, let's go here. Lady Thibault is asking for closer ties and access to the trading partners as she tries to circumvent the traditional blockages of the allegiances in the capital. Some houses have switched sides, others ceded holdings entirely to avoid the shame of officially losing all standing. More and more, they are concerned with station and alliance over whatever objects they stated about the Inquisition. Liliana suggesting support her indirectly so that she knows of our support, but the others do not consider us so directly tied. Josephine says, we gained her trust with alliances. If we are willing to continue the relationship, it is only fitting that we strengthen those ties. And Cullen says, I can arrange assurances of forces if allies are attacked, a standard escalation of interests. I think I'm gonna go with Liliana's approach.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, pursue Marquee Buon. With her treachery revealed, Marquee Buon has fled into the mountains. Our initial efforts to pursue her have been hampered by both the terrain and the presence of demons in the area. While we have had difficulty making headway, the Grey Wardens have offered to assist. They seem to be the only force in the area capable of doing so. Regardless, I believe it is worth pursuing Marquee Buon if we have the means to do so. I'm concerned in the Marquee, not the demons. My people can find a way to her. Cullen says the Grey Wardens will do better against demons than normal Inquisition soldiers. Let them fight through the mountains. I agree. And last but not least, Dwarven slaves and venatori hands. A report from one of Cullen's forward scouts. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The venatori may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they've done. Recommend further investigation in force. The local landholders will get our scouts access, but will likely require additional incentive to risk their forces against venatori.
At your service.
Okay, go for it. Alright, Wicked Eyes and... Wicked Hearts and Wicked Eyes. Did not mean to do that. Let's just review it quickly. The fate of Empress Celine and in turn all of Orlais has been threatened. The Inquisition must intervene. Head to the war room to find a way into the Winter Palace. An assassin is stalking the Empress. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving it as an easy target for Corypheus. At the Winter Palace of Halam Sharal, Celine is holding peace talks.
Sketches of the walls. Our experts say they look elven.
Interesting. Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
At the Winter Palace of Halam Sharal, Celine is taking peace talks with her rebellious cousin Grand Duke Espad under the guise of a grand ball. Every noble in the Empire will attend, making it the perfect place and time for Corypheus' assassin to strike. We can arrange an invitation to attend to keep him from destroying Orlais if we hurry. Here we go.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
So Gaspard has the Chevaliers?
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Interesting. What about Briala?
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Okay, this is gonna be nutty.
You've given me plenty to think about.
With Gaspard and Celine's armies entrenched, we cannot openly march troops to the palace.
My agents will ensure your soldiers get inside. But it must be a few at a time to avoid attention.
Understood. Just give the word, and we'll begin.
Wicked eyes and wicked hearts. So, it's interesting. Celine's death would plunge Orlais into chaos, leaving an easy target. So we've got these two other guys. We have Gaspard and we have Briala. Briala is like her secret lover, and Gaspard is her cousin, who I guess is the next heir to the throne. Both, I don't know if, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Hopefully we can handle it okay. Wish me luck. So who would we want to take to a party? Great question. I think Cole might be a bit of a downer. I think we got to take Sarah. I think she'd be great. I think Vivienne could be okay. We should probably take Dorian. I imagine Iron Bull's gonna draw a lot of attention. Let's take Vivienne. See how this goes.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
It is a great pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor Lavellen. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
And which Emperor is that exactly?
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me.
What's that?
This elven woman, Briala. I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations.
Of course you do.
My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
Interesting.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that the Inquisitor?
Okay, interesting. I'd like to check to see, because I think we got a mask there. But, let's see. I'm just looking for the helmet thing. Friendly fire, no, no, no. Where is it? Oh, hide helmet, there we go. Okay, still no mask. Orlesian nobility looks down on elves. The court watches you with a critical eye. Well, how do I get my mask on? Here. Are you kidding? Well, that's just great.
I should look around.
Silver ring. Return the ring to the noblewoman or keep it to sell later. Well, I have no reason to keep it.
Mika, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
You just gain court approval, which is usually the result of finesse, entertaining people, or keeping up appearances. The higher court approval is, the better.
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure! I cannot believe you found it! You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Just, you know, tell a few stories about me. How about that?
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
We'll try and talk to as many people as we can.
What is Gaspard?
This would be one of those times where I'd love to be able to walk. Winter Palace. The Verschiel Fountain. Emperor Judicael, I commissioned this massive fountain to commemorate House Valmont's historic victory against Xavier Dracon. The 4 lions represent Emperor Alphonse Valmont and his 3 younger brothers, Duke Isidore de Lison, Duke Yvon of Savarin, and Duke Stéphane of Valmontagne, who took the field against the usurper. Okay. It is very nice. I'll give you that.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
These guys are not big fans. Requires more Hala statuettes. Okay.
Does anyone have a report on the casualty? Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking.
Requires storage key. Very interesting. Perhaps up even further?
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed.
Find a safe spot to eavesdrop in the noble's conversation. Great.
Interesting.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
Okay. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Storage key. Looks like we picked it up. I should probably walk a little bit more mildly around here. Hello. Rare dagger. Inventory's full. Are you serious right now? Don't need the longbow. Might have to destroy a few things here. Okay, that'll have to do for now. Secret trade documents. Scandalous secrets gathered. Deliver scandalous secrets to Liliana. Oh god. Caprice coin. Now I thought this might get us one of those statuettes that we needed. Let's see. Explore the palace gardens. Enter the Winter Palace. What I'm worried about is us not being able to come out here after.
Is it true the Inquisitor was ended up with the faith by Andresti?
Perhaps up on this side we'll find a statuette? Oh. There we go.
Are all the Delancey's here?
Maker, I hope not.
Let's take everything right now. Hopefully these guys don't notice me going around just stealing everything.
We can only hope Celine prevails tonight. Gaspard will ruin us all.
Oh my god, what have I done? Okay. We'll take it for now. Hunter coat arms, bow of cleansing fire. Only person who can't use it is Varric, so. I went into daggers originally with Sarah, and I may end up changing that to her bow.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more quick run through here. See if we missed anything. Obviously, there's got to be ways to improve this inside.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
For weakness? Okay.
I'll keep my guard up. Don't worry.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards.
Okay.
When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Interesting. Can you tell the others?
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet
Oh
words.
my god,
Everything
Sarah.
will be fine.
Yeah, everything's gonna be great.
And Raste watch over us all.
Okay. Let's see what else is going on in this. This is an amazing place, actually. These are all roped off. Can I now put my mask on? I just feel like... Nope, that's fantastic.
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Celine are in the same room.
Grand Duchess Florian must have worked a miracle to get them here.
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, it's secrets.
How can they call this a...
Interesting.
Are you kidding?
Well, that's useful.
Why are there so many elves?
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens again.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. It's such a pity the wing is sealed.
Is that the Inquisition?
I heard Celine was having the entire wing
No, that cannot be.
redecorated. But the timing is atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now?
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace with a war going on?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspard's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
Oh, Cullen's here. That's good.
Have this jacket let out a little. need to have this jacket let out a little. It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready. It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready. I need to have this jacket let out a little.
I wish there was more news coming from the convent.
Okay, let's head up the back way here.
I heard the Grand Duke invited the Inquisition.
Is there any progress on the Helmi expedition to Amgarak?
House Dace remains steadfast in blocking all attempts to get into the Tig.
Winter Palace. The Winter Palace's collection of book is one of the world's largest. Only the library of the University of Orlais and the Imperial Palace Library compare. Famed cabinet maker Gustave of Valfontaine designed and built the shelves, the finest examples of his marquetry technique still in existence. Locked from the other side. Okay. Royal Wing Key.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharply?
With so much fighting, demand should be higher than ever.
My contact said there's a new supplier, but we can't track down who it might be.
If nothing else, the Inquisition backing Gaspard would make Celine nervous. You know how pious she is.
Is it this door that we just uncovered?
The guest wing is not open to the public at this time,
Jesus.
Inquisitor.
Sorry. Alright, it looks like everything's pretty much locked down.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Lavellen. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the mage underground.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion
Sarah.
of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Madame Vivienne, first Enchanter of the Circle of Magi, Enchanter of the Imperial Court, Mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine, Lord Dorian Pavus, member of the Circle of Arantium, son of Lord Magister Hallward Pavus of Azariel. Her Ladyship, my balls each, of course. Sir
Oh
Callum
my
Stanton
God.
Rutherford
My
of
balls
Homley,
itch, of course.
Commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall, Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and Left Hand of the Divine, and Lady Josephine Charette Montilier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Okay. I'll try to keep my lightning bolts to myself here.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke,
We are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
It's an absolute honor.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I've never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauties. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Thank you. Now should we
Inquisitor.
mingle?
A word when you have a moment.
I think that went okay.
Tell me, Yvette, how are my people? Are they in good health?
Okay.
Want for anything?
So, phase 1 complete. We're gonna take a break, talk to Liliana. We've got court approval up a little bit. Hopefully we can do a little bit more mingling. It looks like there's a few people around that want to chat. And yeah, this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure what to expect here at all. But here goes nothing. See you next time.